A very warm welcome to the tradingmentors.com. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend. And this is the weekly Forex forecast for the 8th to the 12th of May. Profits for last week using the advanced pro charts. If you've got them, US yen plus 233, oil plus 770, New Zealand plus 119. A quiet week, but nonetheless some profitable trades if you took them. So today is quite unusual in that the coaching for today is going to include two crucial tools that we use for the advanced pro charts. Give you better, more consistent profits and performance. So that's one thing. And also we'll be talking about day trading setup for you day traders out there who want to be day traders. And then we'll go on to the markets to see what's happening for next week. The DXY, where now for the US dollar. The yen futures, where now for the yens. There's some big moves coming, by the way, guys. And it may even be next week. Swiss franc futures. If we're going to trade the Swiss francs, then we have to know what's in store in terms of the Swiss franc futures. Indices, going to show you a few things on indices, which is interesting using the tools I mentioned earlier. And commodities, gold, software, and of course oil, that big move last week. And of course at the end of the video I'll give you my best trades coming up for next week. Don't forget we've got a bank holiday weekend with the King's coronation, so look out for that. Volumes will be low to start with, but they should start moving up on Tuesday. Don't forget, if you want to be part of my trading team, I would welcome you, and there's a 14-day trial and you can click the link below to get the free trial. Don't forget also, apparently it's good for my algorithm, so they tell me. So please subscribe and click any likes that you want. I've been trading for 41 years for those people who don't know me. I always said it's 30 years, but just time to keep marching on. I started trading as a stockbroker in 1982. Would you believe that? I don't like to talk about too much because I'm in my 60s now, starting my 20s. So anyway, let's see what's going on in the markets. So before I go into the markets and do the analysis for next week's trades, I want to go over a couple of tools that we use on the advanced pro charts. And first of all, for people who've got the advanced pro charts, it's a good reminder of what we're looking for in terms of entry. And when the price is not ready, this is really important. So this is gold. And as we know, it's been rallying for quite some time. But these two averages, they're 50-day moving averages. And part of the advanced pro charts, there's lots of other things that go on here, of course, just to confirm it. But these are crucial, and the first thing that must happen in terms of trading. The first thing to understand is when the price is in between these two levels, this is acting as resistance and this is acting as support. When you've got a support and resistance, you don't have any trading going on at all. When you have the price above both of these moving averages, then of course there is a trade to be had. Alright, so no man's land, as I call it, is a no trade. And when the price moves up above these moving averages, both of them, and here's an example of when not to trade, because see how this price acted as resistance here, this 50-day moving average acted as resistance. So you have to wait for the price and the candle to form above the moving average before it's a buy. Same for a sell, of course. You have this no man's land situation here. Very easy. This is a daily chart, by the way. Very easy to say, right, okay, what date was that? That's the 1st of August. So we can say on the 1st of August, there's no trade there. On the 19th of August, however, things are broken down. And you have a sell signal which forms part of the advanced pro charts as well. So there you have it. Okay, you look for 2-to-1 risk to reward. More than enough. A breakdown. I'll show you oil in a minute, which I guess, you know, you'll guesstimate what that looks like. So a breakdown, a break up would not have worked. break up easily 2 times. So you get the picture. So when we go through the charts in the next 10-15 minutes, you'll get to understand the break of structure and the continuation of a trend. Let's have a look at gold now. That's no man's land and broke up. And now we can see that the price is now thinking about where to go next. It's not quite sure. However, as long as the price stays above 2022, then we can expect further upside on this. If it breaks down, as it's trying to, it's now, where did it finish? 2016, I think, something like that. So it's sort of finished just below it, but it depends what happens on Tuesday now, after the bank holiday. Now here's another example of, who is this? This is NASDAQ 13,259. As we can see here, it's in no man's land. There is no trend to be talking about as far as we're concerned here. Definitely, there's an entry there on the 17th of March. Easily 2 times there. No man's land, no trading. A nice breakout here to target 11,520. Nice breakout there, nice profit. Break down there. As it breaks down, all you're doing is what is that, about 10 days, let's say 10 days of holding that position, banking money, and if it just moves back into this area, then of course you close it, but you would have got 2 times risk there. Another one there, a breakdown, easily 2 times, and a break up 2 times. So you get the picture. So this is what we're looking for, is the initial look, the initial view, the initial formation that we're looking to repeat. All right, nothing changes. First of all, excuse my notes, they're from previous DVAs. I do a daily video analysis every day during the New York session, and I send it to you to give you my best trades for each day. So if you're interested in that, just click on the link below. If you're serious, please do not. If you're not serious, I'm only looking for serious traders. I only coach a handful of people at a time. I'm not interested. I don't do any paid promotion. It's only for people who want to learn. That's all I'm interested in. There's a lot of time wasters out there, and I'm not interested in people who just want to play at this. Anyway, so US dollar, now quickly, we can very quickly see that it's not trending. So no trades on the US dollar. We had a trade on the US yen. That's a different story. That's a yen trade more than a dollar. But this, so the euro dollar, the pound dollar will be completely mixed. All right, until this breaks up either way, up or down, we don't mind, there is no trade. So here, for instance, back in the 14th of March, we had a breakdown from a head and shoulders here, left shoulder, right shoulder, head. So as it broke down, then of course there is your trade, 17th of March, and that it is your weakness of the dollar. Now, we don't trade this, but we then flick down to the euro dollar. If this is going down, the euro dollar will be going up, the pound dollar will be going up, US Swiss are going down, and you cherry pick the one that looks the best. So no trade on dollar. On to the yen futures. Now, for those people who have not been into my YouTube videos before and seen my analysis before, it's quite unique in terms that we first of all analyze the futures. So yen futures dictates to us what's going to happen with the yen pairs. We don't trade yen futures. We then go down to the yen pairs and decide which ones are going to be making a move. But first of all, there has to be a trend in place in terms of the yen futures. So as the price breaks up, then the yens will be falling down, and that's our opportunity to make a trade. If it's doing this, no man's land, remember, no man's land, there's the weakness of the yen, so the price would be going up. There's the strength of the yen, very clear, so the prices will be tumbling in terms of the yen pairs. So the correlation is vital to get that consistent profits that you want, and it keeps you out the market for quite a long time, but nonetheless you're going to cherry pick the trades that are going to give you a high return. So where are we with the yen futures? We can see that it's finished 74.67, and by the way, we only use Heikin-Ashi charts because it just avoids all the noise. But we can see this is achieving lower highs from here to here, and so therefore we expect this price to move down. It's below the main 50-day moving average. I'm waiting for this price to move down to another low. I'd like to see it break below 73.00. That's the support line there. So until we get clarity, I think the yen is moving down, and I think it's going to move pretty big. But we won't know until really Tuesday once the market's open. And then look out, and I'll let you know in the VIP room very quickly as to what's setting up nicely. The Swiss franc futures, so this gives us a guide as to which direction the Swiss franc is going, so we can actually pop down to the Swiss, the pound Swiss. I don't like the euro Swiss. The pound Swiss is a better trade for me, but you can see it broke out here on the 13th of March and it's been going up since. Now it's in no man's land. This will act as resistance or this will act as support. We just have to wait and see. So there's no trades on the Swiss so far. Right, onto the indices now, and as we can see, the price sort of went back up to this area here on the lower time frames, but now we have to wait. The price breaks down below 33,300, let's say, then of course this is going to continue down to 31,919. There's likely to be a trading opportunity on the Aussie 200 index. 72.80 finished on Friday. Now we can see that the price has gone up to 72.80, which is here, around here in the no man's land zone, if you like, non-tradable. But if the price breaks down below 72.30, then there's going to be a trade, and it's heading for 6,926. FTSE 100, 7,778 finished on Friday. As we can see, a breakdown has occurred, and we've got a target here of 7,600. Nasdaq, no man's land, no trade. On to Bitcoin. The indices, rest of the indices are all in no man's land. There's no trend to talk about at the moment. It may liven up on Tuesday, so look out for those. This is Bitcoin for Bitcoin fans. Congratulations. We had the previous profits. We've got a buyout here, break of structure, and a buy signal above the 50-day moving average, and both now finished above both lines. So the target is 31,708. On to commodities now. Silver, $25.64. As we can see, we had a breakout on the 21st of March using the Advanced Pro charts. The key here is the break here above both moving averages. As I mentioned, no man's land, and we can see that it's in no man's land now. Excuse my notes here, they're just scribbles from the daily videos. But congratulations to everybody who had that trade. Congratulations to everybody who traded oil this week with your Advanced Pro charts. So as we can see, the breakdown of both lines, your stop is always above the black line, just above it or on it, doesn't really matter. But better to be just slightly away from the line. Your target, well, that's part of the Advanced Pro charts. We are given targets by the charts, and it hit our target of $66.87 exactly. So this tool here is our target area. It's also a buying area, so the green means buy. So that's where the big orders are stacking up to buy or sell. Right, on to gold. 2016 it finished on. Congratulations to everybody who bought this last week. As you can see, we've got a buy signal on a green buy zone, very strong, but then the price broke above both lines. Getting to know the picture so far, and you could have easily just bought that anywhere there, and that would have made you a ton of money. Now it's in no man's land. We have to wait and see next week. This is the US yen. Now this is more of a yen story than a dollar story, because the dollar is sideways and not really going anywhere. The yen is getting ready for weakness, it looks like. Not been confirmed yet, but that's what I expect. So weakness in the yen futures means the price is going to go up. Okay, if we get dollar strength as well, that's going to drive this even further. So I bought this on the buy signal from a buy area, this order block, part of the Advanced Pro charts. Now, if you know the theory by now, I know I bought early. But nonetheless, really, if you've just got the Advanced Pro charts, you really want to wait for the price to move above this black line. It will form probably on Tuesday above 135, and the target is 137. We've been watching the US Canadian each day, haven't we, in the DVA, but not tradable with the non-farm payroll. There's no way of knowing what's going to happen on the Friday of non-farm payroll. You can get massive spikes and get stopped out, and you can get massive reversals as well. So until that data comes out, you really don't know for sure. Hindsight is wonderful. However, a breakdown here, you know the pattern by now, heads for 133.80. So on to the Kiwi. Congratulations everybody who traded the Kiwi last week. A nice 100 pips or so. But it's the risk reward really, which is the important thing. 2.15, which is fantastic. We've always tried to aim for 2 times, and we always use these order blocks as our targets, as our support, buy zones, sell zones. But I'm just going to dial in now for day trading. Now, why look for something else to day trade when you already have a position trade which is making money? There's no rhyme or reason to that. You might as well, if you're making money in this instance with the Kiwi and it's in profit and going up and going up and going up, dial into the 15-minute chart. Let me show you. Okay guys, so are you ready? For you day traders out there, you might be interested in this using the Advanced Pro charts. Once you have a trend established and you have confirmation that the price is going to go up because of the tools you have that tell you which way it's going to go, then you could use the tools closer to the market. So buy here, buy here. This is a 15-minute chart, by the way. Let's see what times these are. So that's 3 o'clock in the morning. That's no good unless you were working the Asian session. So 10:30, buy here. Nice 62.40 goes up to 62. So it's about 50 pips. Buy here. Nice profit there. That would have been a loss probably. And then it hit target actually. So it hit 63 there. So your target is 63. But on the position trade, you can add a position there. You could add a position there. You could have had a position there. And you would have had 3 or 4 positions hitting 63. So you can add to those positions. Congratulations if you traded the New Zealand yen. Nice profit there. Now in no man's land kind of thing. However, I am expecting a breakout if the yen futures falls down in the next few days. So there are going to be some fantastic moves in the yens. But as you can see, there's a sell zone here and there's a sell zone here. If this breaks out to the upside above 85.26, then of course there's going to be highly likely that the price is going to move much higher. But we have to wait for that. So I'll put an alert on there. That'll come to me via email. And then the price and the target is going to be 87. So we're 84, say 85 now. So there's a couple of 100 pips there once it breaks out. But we have to wait for yen futures to fall. So that's one of my favourite trades to look out for, the New Zealand yen. The US yen is one to watch out for as well as a buy. And the Aussie yen. I'm in here now, so have a excuse me. Have a look at this. The price is broken, and we've got a buy signal above a 50-day moving average, and now the price is finished above here. We have a nice buy fresh on Tuesday. I'm not sure if it'll be open Monday. If it's open Monday, put it on. What the hell? Your stop is below the 50 at 90, just below the 90, and your target is 92.61. Final for the day, and one of my favourites to look out for next week. Euro yen finished at 148.50. You can see the pattern by now. I hope you can see the pattern by now. And everything is coming together in terms of the advanced pro charts. If you have them, then happy days. This is a life changer in terms of trading anyway. So, hidden order block. Don't have a buy signal yet. So this is lagging behind the Aussie yen. The Aussie yen is first in line. That's mainly because the Aussie is stronger. And the US yen. But very quickly, this probably could turn into a very positive trade. And there's no target. Wow. So we have to do a bit of research. So this just indicates to me that there's going to be a big move on the yen in terms of weakness in the next week or two. So look out for that. This is your opportunity to make many hundreds of pips very, very quickly. When they come in, they come in. So, I mean, I traded, what was it, 20 years ago when the yen actually collapsed, and many clients were making hundreds of thousands of pounds overnight. It was very, very scary in a way, but nonetheless it's an opportunity not to be missed. We just cherry pick the ones that we like the best. The others are not looking as good. The pound yen, the Canadian yen, the Swiss yen, the euro yen are red hot once we get confirmation. The US yen is ready probably Tuesday, and the Aussie yen is ready right now. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Click the likes, and if you want my daily analysis every day, then please click on the link below. Have a wonderful weekend.